Chapter 5. Sri Sadguru said, once the Brahmajnanis were engaged in analyzing the precepts of Vedanta, elaborately seated under a pipal tree on the bank of sacred and serene river Tungabhadra. The riverside has lush green plants and creepers in abundance, was pleasant with the gentle breeze, was beautiful with swiftly moving deer, and had meadows of green and tender grass. Those Brahmajnanis were headed by an ascetic named Akshab, Akshabhyatirtha. Akshabhyatirtha. At that time, a handsome young man arrived there riding a horse. He had set out for hunting. He was very rich and was a great rasika. He enjoyed the movement of the deer. He made his horse drink the water of the river Tungabhadra. He also went down and drank the river water as animals do. Seeing that, Akshabhyatirtha mocked him, saying, "Hey, were you an animal in the previous birth?" At once the young man had a flash of realization. It occurred to him that he had been a bull in his previous birth and had the good fortune of being patronized by Sri Madhvacharya. That very moment he knew all the Shastras, developed a totally dispassionate attitude, and surrendered at the feet of Akshobhyatirtha. O repository of compassion, Gurudeva, please bless me with initiation into sannyasa now. Thus pleaded the young man. Akshobhyatirtha lifted him up and spoke to him very softly with a smile on his face. Akshobhyatirtha said, "You have become exalted after a long journey through the fierce and dreadful forest of worldly life, and now you want to have some rest and peace. You have developed detachment from the petty pleasures born of the sense organs, and now you want to take sannyasa. You deserve it. Yet you are youthful. You are a householder too. You have 2 loving wives at home. Go and get their permission to become a sannyasi. If you return to me with their approval, I shall give you initiation into sannyasa." Sri Sadguru continued. When he was told thus, the young man went back. He put the matter before his wives. Listening to his words, those women became very sad. At night they tried to make him very happy, sharing the bed. At that time, the noble man, using his occult powers, assumed the form of a terrible serpent with many heads. The women understood that their husband was not an ordinary man and that he had divine powers. Hence, they willingly gave him the required permission with folded palms in their reverence. The noble man hurriedly approached Akshobhyatirtha and humbly requested him to initiate him into sannyasa. The latter gave him the saffron robe of sannyasis, gave him the sacred mantra, and named him Jayateertha. Taking leave of the Guru, he reached a mountain cave and engaged in uninterrupted meditation on Sri Bhagavan. While he was in meditation, Devi Saraswati appeared before him, gave him palm leaves and a reed pen, and spoke thus. Devi Saraswati said, "O exemplary man of wisdom, in this Kali Yuga, there is none in this world more qualified than you to convey the subtle import of the teachings of Sri Madhvacharya. You are the one who has learnt all the precepts of the Madhva school of philosophy directly from Sri Madhvacharya, taking the form of bull in your previous birth. Hence, O scholar, now write detailed notes and commentaries on the precepts of Sri Madhvacharya, which will bring out the essence of Vishnu Tattva." Sri Sadguru continued. Sri Jayateertha was immensely pleased to listen to those sweet words of Devi Saraswati and started working upon the commentaries. The writings of Jayateertha that shed light on the secret import and essence of the Madhva school of philosophy are held in high esteem among the scholars of philosophy. One who reads this life story of Jayateertha that provides wisdom and detached attitude becomes very dear to Lord Krishna. Thus ends chapter 5, entitled Jayateertha Charitam, of book 3 of Shri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.